are you tonight? I am trying to give y'all an outdoor venue tonight, but the wind is not cooperating. So I'm trying what I can to block the wind with an umbrella, but that's not going to work because the wind is taking it away and I don't want to hold it. And so, anyway, here we go. We'll do a live stream anyway, no matter what. We're doing a live stream outside tonight. I want y'all to see. Look at that beautiful mountain up there. I don't know if you can't see it right now. Leaves blowing on my computer. But there you might can see a little bit of it. There's a cross up there. There's a cross on top of the hill, and that's really cool. So I am doing this tonight. I don't know what it looks like for you, but I'm doing it from my laptop. Figured out, and can y'all hear me? First of all, can everybody hear me okay? Give me thumbs up, something. I know the wind's blowing. There is nothing I am going to be able to do about that. And I don't want to be inside. It's hot right now. So we're going to have to deal with that. I'm sorry. So, oh, good. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. And she's in Manchester, Tennessee for a couple of weeks. Good deal. I'm going to have to put my sunglasses on. It's a little bit glary out here. No, can't see with them. All right. So we won't do sunglasses. Anyway, I'm so excited to finally figure this out, and thank you to Frugal RV Gal Jana for helping me figure out that what the only issue last week was I feel like I'm shedding. I don't know what that is. Anyway, the only issue last week was that Safari doesn't play well with YouTube's my glasses are crooked, with YouTube's streaming. And so anyway, we got that figured out. It looks funny. It looks 3D. Does it look funny to y'all? Let me back up and catch up on comments. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper.
I don't drink that one.
Oh, I would have done. Thank you. Yeah, that shouldn't even be up here. Oh, that is nasty. She drinks Diet Coke. And for those of y'all that drink Diet Coke, I'm sorry. But more times than not, I'll get a swig of her Diet Coke and it makes me want to go, whoa. I drink Dr. Pepper. Thank you for catching that. Spit on. I would have spit on the screen. I've done that. Not spit on the screen, but I've spit before. I'm like, what is that? Anyway, so we have been blowing and going nonstop with no breaks since 7 a.m. this morning. And so I'm probably a little more rattled than usual. And I know y'all can see all the lines under my eyes and everything. It's not just from today, which I'll tell you about that. I'm tired. But my darling little dog, Bandit, come here. Come here. Come here. No, go around. Go around. Come here, Bubby. Come on. No. Come on. Come this way. Come up here. Come on. I want them to see you. Come here. Come on. My darling little dog. Such as he, oh gosh, what do you do? What are you doing? He has been in a tude for a while. Oh, he's going to catch a bee now. Don't hurt my computer, please. Anyway, he's been in a tude. And I don't know why, but last night, this little guy, and now he's sleepy. Y'all see how sleepy he is? Well, so is your mama, because he would not sleep. Wasn't anything wrong. I kept checking to make sure he didn't need to. You're going to fall backwards. Quit. To see if he needed to go outside, to see if he was feeling okay. He just roamed all night. Roam. He kept trying to boot me out of the bed. It was just all night. So neither one of us have had any sleep, and I will not let him sleep. I'm making him stay awake today. Because I want him to sleep tonight. So he's tired. Plus, can y'all see his little pretty toenails? They're probably sore. But we took him by the vets this afternoon after my book signing event. Stand up, Bubby. There, I got you. You're okay. You're okay. Yeah. You gonna tell him about it? Okay, you're okay, but you're not gonna get to go to sleep. No. Anyway, we took him by the vets, and I got him got his nails trimmed. Yeah. I don't know how to make it where y'all can see him better. There, that's better. Anyway, so he's got cute little nails trimmed, but you guys, he has to wear a muzzle. He used to have to be sedated to get his nails done, but now he just can wear a muzzle. But oh my gosh, it took 2 techs to hold him and another one to cut his nails. And most places tell us that they don't want us to come back with our dogs anymore. But this place was so nice in Angel Fire, small animal clinic. They were like, "What do you want to do? It's your dog. Do you want to come back with him?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't want to get in y'all's way. Whatever's best." And she's like, "Why don't you come on back with him so he can see his mama?" And so between him being up all night and my book signing event and then getting his nails done, and I've picked up some kind of, I don't think it's poison ivy because it's been a couple of days since we hiked. But I got calamine lotion on me. You know, I'm just so attractive today. I don't know what to tell you. You want to show them your pretty little toes? You sleepy, Bandit? Why are you sleepy? Okay, you can get down now. You don't want to now? All right. Let me catch up on comments. Kathy says it's in the 80s at Jersey Shore. Kentucky has been having pretty weather, but going to be back in the 90s. Brenda Whitlock says, oh, 106. Okay, you can go. 106, Richard. That's awful. Yeah, I mean, you guys, 4 years ago yesterday is when my friend Lynn Krenz, and I'm sorry about the wind, guys. I can't do anything about it, and I'm not going inside. So if it gets too bad, we can hang up, but I am not going inside. But my friend Lynn shipped me one of her cars for me to use when Phoenix was broke down, when I was by Furnace Creek, which is the hottest recorded place on Earth. There might be other places that are hotter, but it's the hottest recorded place on Earth. And that summer they were having their hottest summer ever. And the day that she shipped me the car, 2 days later, it got up to 129 degrees. And so, yes, 106 is awful. 129 is awful. I never want to have to go back to any kind of, I don't know how people do it. And with my rig broken down and the AC not working and everything, Lynn literally, I was texting with her yesterday and I said, you literally saved my life. I really believe that. And 95 in sunny Central Texas. And my goodness, let's see. Hi, Robin. It's 90 and sunny. Robin says she agrees that the Diet Coke is nasty. See, it's not just me. Jenna's not talking to me. I'm just reading. She's over there. She says, I'm reading comment. Look at y'all are just going to get me in all my glory tonight. Between my hair, it's just like, and the mirror on my computer is backwards, so I can't tell what I'm doing. Melanie says the video looks great today. Yay! And maybe if we're lucky, a bear will come down and see us. Let's see. Sue Detmers, hi from Utah. Kathy says, isn't that what we do with little kiddos too? I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't ever blessed enough to be able to have children, so I don't know. Melanie says it's 70s in the nights and 50s feels like fall. How lovely is that? That's so nice. And Judith Williams Hudson, I missed you. Sorry about that. Cindy Lou, good to see you too. Texan Lulu, Surfing Dodo. Surfing Dodo, I have to tell you, yesterday, I keep my fishing vest. It hangs over the back of my writing desk chair. And so at night, when I push the chair up underneath my desk, I put the pockets of my vest in the seat of the chair so it doesn't they don't hang down and stress the vest. And then this morning, was it this morning or yesterday? Yesterday, I got up and I thought, as soon as Jana, I see her today, I'm going to show her this. And I thought one of my flies had fallen out of my vest, and I put it on a that you gave us, little bitty fly. It looks just like it, but it was actually one of the bugs here, and it wasn't one of my flies at all. And so we now know, if when we get back down to the creek, we now know what to go, what fly to use. um, let's see, catching up. I'm so glad that I get to be out and show y'all the the area, because let me see, because it just is so much nicer than being inside. Um, Wanda says she drinks the zero sugar or sugar free drinks, so she can eat her sugars. Yeah, no, I do both. I drink them and eat them. That diet, oh my God, it's so bad. Hi, Doreen and Steve. Oh my gosh, at my book signing event today, Doreen, there was a guy that walked by, and I told Jenna, I said, "Look, he looks like Steve." It makes me miss Steve and Doreen. So it's so good to see you on here. Yeah, match the hatch is what they say. I was like, well, now we know what fly to use when we go down to the river. And Richard has asked if I've used my fan hat yet. No, I haven't, because where we are here, Richard, it's where we're headed next will be out in the sun when we fish, but here it's on the river and it's all in the trees. And so I don't need it here, but I'm going to need it in the next coming up the next 4-6 weeks, because that's when I'll be using it on the banks of the lakes, when we're out in the sun. And but that was so sweet of you again to send that to me. Um, so Robin says her sister Susan was returning from New Mexico and her truck motor blew up. Oh my gosh, vehicle issues are so traumatic. I'm gonna laugh, not because of that, but because today they said Bandit was so dramatic, and they're like, "Oh my God, this was so traumatic for him, and he's so dramatic," and so that made me think of that. But it can be so traumatic and dramatic, and Sue says she drinks Diet Coke. I'm sorry. I hope that your sister is okay, Robin, and blew up in Kerrville. That's where my ranch was, in Kerrville, when I was married to the wealthy attorney. And I refer to him like that. Not to be derogatory. We were together, gosh, 18 years. But it's in my book if anybody wants to read it. But that's where our ranch was in Kerrville. She must have been on I-10, I'm guessing, unless she went into that town. Fortunately, Kerrville is a fairly large town and has a lot of good mechanics in it. So hopefully, but I'm so sorry. I hope that she's okay. I want to ask before we get into anything else. Y'all might not want to share this. I'm going to ask it anyway because I want to know. Can y'all hear the hummingbirds? Anyway, what are some of your pet peeves? I'm just curious. I'll share some of mine in a minute, but I'm just curious. Oh, Judith, that's okay. I know when you had that big old Alaska trip and got back home and with your grandson and everything. I get it. It's okay. We'll catch up when we can. Yes, Kerrville has a great folk fest. One of my good friends, that recently died used to headline at the Kerrville Folk Festival, Music Festival, Tom Prasado Rao, and a great guy, and was a big part of the Kerrville Folk Festival music, and will be greatly missed. Him and Janice Stanfield, she's still alive, but they're friends of mine, and we miss you dearly, Tom. So Surfing Dodo says one of her pet peeves is trash. People are pigs. No, people are good people. Don't call people names. But yeah, trash is a pet peeve. Dramatic bandit. That's right, Wanda. And a pet peeve: not pushing chairs in, not closing cabinets or drawers. Just some of many. Hey, Norman in San Diego. Look at that star next to Norman's name, and his name shows up in green, at least for me. Norman was my very first YouTube channel member. Thank you, Norman. You'll always be very special to me for being my first YouTube channel member. Thank you. And I am glad she's okay, Robin. That's good. Let's see. You read my book, so you knew Kerrville for me. Okay, good deal. Frugal Wanda wants to know what animal was that in the. Oh, you already answered her. She says, if you're waiting on me, you're backing up. Melanie, Mel Dark Deer says she's a crotchety old broad. She has too many pet peeves. I don't want to, I feel like I could become that person, but I'm trying not to. Pup Camper says hers is people who use the word seen instead of saw. What about seesaw? Don't you miss me, Cheryl? Daryl says people not picking up after themselves, whether they're at home or in public, a form of trash and litter and clutter. And yeah, I get it. Text in Lulu not turning off lights. You are special, Norman. I appreciate you so much. I knew Tom. I'm gonna try not to cry. I knew Tom very well. We go way back. Yeah. Yeah, he was great musician, a great friend. Taken from us way too long. Brenda Whitlock says pet peeve 2 incorrect. Way too young. I think I said long. Way too young. Pet peeve 2 incorrect spelling. I got to get over it. I don't want to cry tonight. And gosh, Tom did such a great battle, and in his last days he had so much love surrounding him, and so many people and so many musicians that did music for him and his family and everything. But okay, enough of that. Brenda says pet peeve 2 incorrect spelling and grammar. Oh honey, to remind me not to ever let you edit one of my books. I'd probably piss you off. Wanda says a pet peeve is getting behind a slow person in the store, or someone passes you on the road and then slows down. Oh, you're funny, Cheryl. Daryl says seeing something that needs to be done and expecting others to do it. Y'all are all about cleaning up after other people leaving stuff out and all of that. Frugal just joined as a member. Norman, she couldn't let you be. So I think that makes you number 3. I now have my YouTube channel. Woo! Now has 3 new members. Everybody applaud. Yay! I tell you, this is going to sound odd, maybe. That sun is going to fry my laptop. Well, I'll have to hold the umbrella. The sun was behind clouds, and I was hoping it was going to be okay. So I'm sorry, y'all. I got to protect my laptop. So I'm going to block part of your beautiful scenery with my umbrella, and I apologize for that. I don't think you can post links on here, Melanie, but thank you. Huh? I thought I did it. What? Oh, it didn't come up yet. You might not. It might not have processed yet. No. You know what I mean, Sue. You know. Oh, Kathy. Y'all are so cute. I love it. And I have 4 members on my channel. You really do get a lot. And if you want to join us for, I'll come back to this and talk about it in a minute. But if you want to join us for my writing group that is starting September 4th, it's going to be so awesome. And even if you know what book you're going to write, and you already have something in mind, still join us. I promise you that this writing club will help you get published. You're going to get discounts on publishing. I'm going to have guest authors that come and talk to us. I'm going to share tips, tricks, and tools. I'm working on my 11th book now, so I know a little bit about writing a book and getting published, and I'm going to share all of that, and we're going to have such fun. And that is open to people that are members at $4.99 above, or that you are a patron at $5 and above. And the reason is because I'm doing a live stream every month. It's going to be on the first, second, and third Wednesday of every month. A live stream every month, and then we're going to have 2 follow-up Zoom calls on the next 2 Wednesdays. And I promise you, if you join this group, we will help you get your dream fulfilled of getting a book published, if that's what you want. And if you just want to write and be involved in that, this group will help you with all of that. So anyway, that's fun, and congratulations, and thank y'all for being new members. Let's see. It just simply won't show, Melanie. I don't allow people to put links on my channel because I've had too many people. Not that I know I don't have to worry about you, but it's either or. You have to let people do links, or say no, people can't do links. And when I was letting people share links, I had people start putting up bad stuff, and I don't want that, so I just blocked it all. Good to see you too, Daryl. And yes, Gregory Peterman, we're still live from Tallahassee. Good to see you. Glad that you're on here. And that sounds good, Melanie. And I forgot, Squirrel, does anybody remember what I was talking about? Pet peeves. Oh, pet peeves. Okay, so if you've read my book, How Being a Nomad Saved My Life, you're going to know this first story. But this is one of my biggest pet peeves, and I don't know why. And thank y'all for sharing your pet peeves. And if anybody has some more, please feel free to share them. But I think I need my big umbrella. This isn't cutting it to in my tall bin. Is that all right? Yeah. Okay, thank you. I tried to come out here and be so prepared this time, and I brought my little umbrella, but it's not cutting the mustard. So anyway, yeah, y'all give me thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you for thinking of it, Robin. This is driving me crazy. I'll have a different umbrella in just a minute. Okay, guys, so my pet peeve, one of them, and I know this sounds crazy, but it's when people take pictures and film inside my home without permission. And it happens. You wouldn't think that would happen very often out here, but golly Moses, so the first time it happened to me, let me just share this. The first time it happened to me, and if you read my book, you know, but it was in 2015, camped outside of Sedona, and the pink Jeep tour stopped outside. Yes, that's right, Kathy. And the pink Jeep tour stopped outside of my van. And man, I think, is that calamine? Did I get calamine on my cheek? I don't think so. No? Okay, good. I don't know what that is. Anyway, stopped outside my rig, and they were looking in my rig and taking pictures, and they're like, "Oh, are you one of those nomads?" It was the most insane thing. Woo! Big umbrella in the house. Thank you, Jana. That is so much better. And that will cover, looky there. That works so good. Ah, man, that's perfect. Anyway, just bizarre. And I was camped with Bob. It was back in 2015. I was camped with Bob. I was blessed to be able to travel with him a little over a year. And he came out, man, his blood was boiling, and he gave them a what to, and they ended up leaving. And it happened to me again, I believe in 2018. I was camped at a place called Craigie Wash outside of Lake Havasu City. And it was in a back end spot. And these people pulled in, and I don't remember what kind of like a little Subaru kind of vehicle. And they got out, and they ran up to, I was sitting inside my van. That was when I lived in my cargo van. I was sitting inside my van. I think I was cooking dinner or something. I don't know exactly. And they came running up, and they leaned over the hood so they could get a good picture of me in my rig. And then they ran and got back in their vehicle and ran off. I'm just like, what the heck? And then not too long ago here, I guess it's been maybe 5 or 6 weeks ago, a visiting camp host, not the camp host of this park. We know Johnny and Gail, the camp host of this park. They were, it was their day off or something, and a visiting camp host came through, and he took pictures of us as with my friends. He took pictures of our dogs, and he took a picture through my windshield of my rig. And I'm like, why are you taking pictures of my dogs and my rig? It just really bothered me. And he says, I take pictures of everything to document everything. I'm like, yes, that's so not cool. So the next time I saw the ranger coming through, I'm like, would you please tell him to not ever do that again without permission from me? That's just not cool. And he's like, well, it's not illegal. I'm like, I don't care whether it's illegal or not. I guess it's a pet peeve. I don't know what you would call it. And then, you guys, was it just yesterday or day before that those people drove by? Yesterday. Okay, I'm going to show you. I can't turn this around. Well, isn't that a pisser? Yeah, I don't see a way to. Yeah. There's. Oh yeah, my laptop doesn't have a camera in the back. I can't turn it around, so you can't see. But where we're parked, people do drive by, and that's okay. I mean, we know that we're camped here. We made the reservations here. We keep coming back here. We know how it is to go in and out of the park. People have to drive by your rig. But these people were driving by. You'd think they were a Google car or something. Man, that is really bothering me, whatever that spot is on my face. Anyway, sorry, y'all. I'm going to clean my face in front of y'all. I just don't know what that is. Anyway, they drove by, and she's in the passenger seat, and she's filming, and it's a big rig. And so they're up high. I'm sitting there working at my laptop, looking out my window, and they stopped and were just filming me in my rig. And they went around the whole park around and came back out on the other side. And I went out. When I do stuff like this, it just embarrasses the crap out of Jana. But she's like, shut up. Anyway, so I get out of my van, and I walk across the parking lot, and I kind of wave, and I'm like, just wondering why y'all stopped and filmed me inside my rig. They're like, well, we're just getting campsite numbers and looking at the campsites. And the camp host had come out. He's like, yeah, that's not what y'all were doing. And they're like, no, don't worry. We'll take any people out of it. We really are just looking for a new campsite and whatever. And they were nice people. But it's like, that's it. Do y'all think I'm wrong for that being so irritating to me, for people to film inside my home? I don't know. It bothers the crap out of me. And I don't know. Some people have told me it's no big deal. They weren't doing anything. They weren't bothering you. They didn't, but it bothered me. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And one time, Jana, she was camped with Rusty. Y'all know Rusty, 78629. And 09. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, y'all know Rusty. They were camped together, and somebody ran up and took pictures of them, and we just got to meet them the other day. They were really wonderful, and they were like, Frugal, we have to admit something to you. We took a picture of you and Rusty a few years ago, we were so shy, we didn't know what to say, and so we just took the picture and left. And I get that, and that's okay. I get that, and when it's friendly people, but I don't feel like these times that it's happened to me has been that friendly. I don't know. It's just like, and I know that it's not really a sticks and bricks house, but it's my house. Don't be sticking your camera in my house. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to read the comments. Maybe y'all think I'm just full of it, and that's a stupid pet peeve. I don't know. Let me see what y'all say. What's that noise? That's an alarm of some sort. I want to make sure it's not a fire alarm, you guys. Hang on. It sounds like it's across the creek. I don't know, but the camp host from across the way over here. Okay. Talking to Johnny? Yeah, I don't know what that was, but it stopped. So hopefully I don't, it wouldn't have stopped if it was a fire alarm. All right. So let me catch up and see what y'all are saying. Melanie says any evasion of privacy like that really upsets me. And I got to tell, I wasn't upset with these people. I just calmly, casually walked across the parking lot and I'm like, hey, you mind telling me why you were filming me? Why you stopped outside my rig and filmed me? And anyway, they were nice. And did I ever get to see my camping neighbor's rig? Oh, Surfing Dodo, sweetheart, I've slept a few times. I'm not remembering what that's about. I am not becoming very famous. I would love for my channel to grow. I started my channel second after Bob, before Carolyn's RV life, before anybody else. And it just hasn't grown. And I know I took a few years off and did the Two Meander trip, but yeah, I would love for my channel to grow, but I am not anywhere near anything close to famous. So I don't think that's it, but thank you. And Melanie, y'all are too funny. Yeah, Pup Camper says that's wacko. Thank you. I know everybody's different, but to me that has really bothered me. And Robin says it would bother the crap out of her too. Cheryl says it's creepy. No, you're not wrong. Thank you. I thank y'all, because I was just like, really, because everybody else I've talked to has been like, why would that bother you? That just, they're just, I don't know, curious or whatever, and it's no big deal. But yeah, it bothers me. We all need windows that we can see out, but nobody can see in. Nah, I'm not going to live like that either. I do have a windshield cover on the windshield, but this was actually on the side window as they drove by, and I had my curtain pulled back, working and looking out while I was typing, and they, because their rig was so tall, when they drove by, they were eye level with me, our camera level with me. It was just so weird. Yeah, I do. I have that, Daryl. Mine is a wonderful windshield cover. It even has screens so I can roll my window down. And it has a screen across the windshield in case I need to drive with it on. I mean, you wouldn't want to drive down a highway or drive very far, but I have a wonderful windshield cover. And of course I close everything up at night. All of these instances were during broad daylight and nothing happened from it. So I guess I just, I don't know. It just still blows me away. Don't take pictures of my house, inside my house. I don't even know you. You don't have the right to do that. Yeah, well, if I was getting changed or something, Kathy, I'd have my window. Just so everybody knows, I'd have my curtains shut. But thank you. I hear you. Okay, so that noise I'm hearing is a caterpillar work, isn't it? I think so. It's Caterpillar tractors or something. Back it up. Back it up. Anyway, yeah, okay. So thank y'all. I just had to talk about that. Thank you, Megan. Daryl, I'm happy to share that with you, sweetheart. Do me a favor and contact me through the contact form on my website, debradickinson.com, and let me know that you're wanting the windshield cover for my RV. It is great, and I'm happy to share it with you. It might be in my Amazon store, Debra Does RV Life, and you can scroll through there and check. I think it might be, but I will get that link for you. Just contact me through the website. And let's see, what else did I want to talk about? The book signing today, it got really, really windy, and there wasn't anything going on in town. Like next weekend, there'll be, I don't know about a parade, but there's going to be barbecues and different things for Labor Day. And so there'll be more traffic next weekend, but there wasn't a lot of traffic. And it was very windy. And so if you saw my pictures on Instagram and Facebook, you know that we even shut down about 30 minutes early because we were having to hold the canopy down and the books down. And it's just like, yeah, this ain't working. So, ooh, speaking of wind, here comes some wind. but it went really well. Met some wonderful people, and you never know. I mean, people that stopped by and looked at my books, they might buy them later. So it was worth going in. Wind! Oh, my laptop! Batten down the hatches, buddy. So that must be the trash. That's a trash can. That's the trash people. So I'm about to become Mary Poppins. That's what I put on the look at my hair. My hair. That's what I put on. That's right, Norman, live TV. Let me see if nope, that sun's still too bright for my laptop. I just don't want to fry my laptop. So anyway, I only sold 3 books today in person. So a lot of people took my cards and said that they read Kindle and or do Audible, and they were going to look me up on Amazon. So you never know. But that's why if you've read my books, it's so important for you to read a written positive review, because when people meet me at these book signing events and they're going to go look at Amazon later and look at the reviews, the more reviews I have, the more it helps. And the more reviews I have, the more Amazon promotes me. So if you have read my books, please go leave a written review. It helps people that are coming to the site for the first time. And I can't see it, so I'll try to get some help. Okay, Daryl. Yeah, I'll let me know how I can help. Any way I can help, I'm happy to. Let's see. Melanie, you're so funny. Oh, good. The windshield cover is in my Amazon shop, and the link is in the description. But Daryl is sharing that he has some eye issues, and but we'll get it to you however we can. No, Wanda, Bandit is not running away. He's always on leash. I am not a proponent of dogs off leash at all, and that is a pet peeve of mine. Our dogs have been attacked by other dogs off leash, and everybody thinks my dog is so well trained, he would never do anything. Oh, bullshit, they do. They're dogs. They're going to do what dogs do, and you never know when they're going to get triggered. I mean, anymore in this day and age, we can't tell when humans are going to get triggered. So, yeah, don't even get me started about that pet peeve. Big pet peeve. There are a couple of places where we've camped where we can't even go walking with our dogs because people have so many loose dogs out. And I don't get the parks not enforcing it. I mean, if you're way out on BLM land and way out in nature or something, maybe, but Bandit, if he sees a coyote or a deer or a rabbit or groundhog or something, he's going to go after it. And so I keep him leashed because I don't want to lose my dog. But in parks where there are many people camped, I just don't understand people thinking it's okay to let their dog run loose, and then they act so entitled. And I don't understand the rangers and the camp host and everybody not enforcing the rule. Rule number 6 on the sign in this campground when you enter is keep your dogs on leash. Do they? No. But anyway, some humans should be. That's a pet. That's another pet peeve. Oh, pet peeve. Ah, bump, bump. She's so good. That's a pet peeve right there. Real pet peeve. Let's see. I wasn't going to talk this long about pet peeves. What else was I going to talk about? Talked about the book signing today. Have another book signing on Sunday in Angel Fire. And I'm scheduled to do book signings next weekend. But you guys, I have something very exciting that might be coming up. I can't share it with you yet. If it comes to fruition, I will be leaving this area early. But it's good news, and I just can't share details about it yet. So it is a possibility that Sunday will be my last book signing event in this area for this year. And we'll see. And if the other doesn't work out, I'll be so disappointed, but it's okay. I'll live with it. And then I will be here next weekend for Friday and Sunday as well. Let's see. I know there was something else I was going to talk about. Well, Yeah, I guess I ought to mention it, but I'm going to do a video on it. Yeah, I'm going to have a video coming out soon. The How do I want to say this briefly and not cry and not get pissed and not say something inappropriate? But I've been a resident of the state of Nevada for 5 years, legal resident. I don't believe all of this BS that other YouTube creators will tell you about. Get an address, however you can get an address, whether it's legal or not, and blah, 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 blah. I always go by rules, laws, regulations, and guidelines. I make sure that I do things right. It is very important to me to be a legal and law-abiding citizen in this country. And so I really work hard on that. And because I am disabled with a brain injury, I don't even get my own Social Security check. It has to go to David, and that makes him a payee. It also happens that he has power of attorney because my doctors insisted on that. And so to make it just a lump package, he's my trustee. And so my money and everything goes through him. Well, the state of Nevada, a while back, end of last year, wasn't it? End of last year, I think, decided I'm not a legal resident of Nevada. It's like, yes, I am. My driver's license is a legal address. We pay rent to keep me a legal resident of Nevada. And they dropped me on my supplemental insurance, and it cost me like that, $350 a month, and no recourse. David contacted them, asked for a hearing and everything. No recourse. Okay, so let that go. Now my insurance company all of a sudden says my driver's license isn't valid. No. And that was the first thing. Not the driver's license. Oh, yeah, that was the first thing. Yeah. So they sent this letter, and I get mail forwarded to me from Nevada. And so they sent the letter, and by the time I got mail forwarded to me and got the letter, I'd missed the 10-day window to prove that my driver's license is good. My driver's license is valid until 2027. It was just BS. And so then David called them and was like, y'all can't drop her insurance. She has a valid driver's license. What the heck is going on? And they're like, well, we've already dropped her. And the guy that was her insurance agent doesn't work here anymore. Well, he works there, but he can't underwrite in Nevada anymore. And it's like, well, get somebody else that does underwrite in Nevada. And they're like, we don't have anybody in Nevada anymore. We're only in Montana and Utah. So my insurance was dropped without us knowing. And now the state of Nevada wants $500 because I had a lapse of insurance. Of course, we got insurance immediately that day, and I was just panicked. I'm like, because I don't do things illegally. I always make sure that I'm legal, and I was just heartsick, and I was crying, and I'd being dramatic like my dog was today at the vets. I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was over the top, gone. It was so emotional for me, and anyway, I think I'm leaving Nevada. I don't think I'm gonna be a resident of Nevada anymore. I'll know in the next few days. Y'all keep your fingers crossed. And if what I'm working on works out, I'm gonna have to take off and go change my residency and everything. Because they've already cost me $350 a month, and I ain't giving them $500 a month when I have insurance. Yes, it lapsed, but as soon as I knew about it, we got insurance that night. David was up late, and we got insurance before we went to bed. And so, I mean, David lives in Colorado. David and I didn't go to bed. That came out totally wrong. Before David went to bed in Colorado with his spouse, and before I went to bed in my RV with my dog, I had insurance, and now the state of Nevada wants $500 or they're going to cancel me anyway. And I'm just my registration on my vehicle. So I'm just done with Nevada. And so I'm hoping to move. I'm excited. I'll share some details soon, and I'll share more in a video that's a little bit clearer than what I just all did. But anyway, that's something that's been going on. Let me catch up on comments. Oh, thank you, Melanie. I hope it comes through too. That's another thing I want to tell them about Monday. Jana, if you'll remind me in a minute, I want to tell them about Monday. Okay, so let me catch up on comments. Pup Camper 58 says Cheryl says she would have been dramatic too. I just, after almost going off a ledge with my brakes going out and dealing with Nevada this past year, and then that happening, and then just realizing that I had been driving without insurance and didn't know it. Oh my God, it just made my stomach so, I mean, I was literally sick. And anyway, I'm working on something. Keep your fingers crossed. We'll see. I had been with Nationwide for years, and it was Progressive that we got me insurance with. A computer probably put in a wrong number in somewhere. Wanda, I would love to think that it was that benign, but I'll be honest with you, and I know this sounds a little bit conspiracy theorist, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't want to hear conspiracy theories. But I think because it was an old policy and it was so cheap, I think that they just thought, hey, let's send out this letter, and if she doesn't respond, we get to drop her, and we don't have to cover this cheap insurance anymore. I really think that's what it was, and it worked. I didn't get the letter in time, and then they wouldn't reinstate, and who knows? It is easy to become a resident of South Dakota, Robin, but I'm not traveling up there. I mean, I might for a road trip, but I don't want to have to go every year and renew and all of that. I want to live and get a home base if I can of somewhere where I'm going to be a lot. And also, I just turned 66 this summer. And so it's time that I got something that allows me for a backup for my backup. And I'm working on something, and we'll see, but I'm not telling you any more than that. And Brenda says contact the state insurance commissioner. Actually, the lady that I talked with at the registration office, the DMV in Nevada, she's like, you have a real good case. But in the meantime, your registration will get canceled anyway. And so you either pay it and then hope to get reimbursed depending on the findings. And I don't have the energy. Can I take this down now? Yeah, maybe. No, still can't take it down. Anyway, I don't have the energy to go through all that. And, but I'm going to do my dangdest to not have to give the state of Nevada this $500. That's just bullshit. There's no reason that they should be tagging me with that. And I get that it's our responsibility, my responsibility, to get my mail. Bandit's dragging the cherries attached to. One
of those long critters.
Oh, is there a snake out there?
No, but he was trying to get to something. So,
well, thank you for I hit you in the head with the umbrella. Sorry, Bandito. Squirrel. Don't know what I was saying.
Was it a squirrel, Bandit?
Was it a squirrel? Anyway, I'll do my dangdest to not give the state of Nevada another dime of my money. I'm so ticked. Linda, Progressive added a random person to her policy. Now that probably was somebody hitting the wrong key somewhere. Pup Camper 58 says that's why she chose Texas. And yeah, with Texas abandoning the mandatory inspection every year to be able to renew your registration. I've been a Texan most of my life. That is an option, but it's also I haven't been back to Texas in 3 years. And so I'm trying to find something that works better for me. I don't necessarily want to be a Texas resident anymore either. So, Melanie, that I get that that's what Google says, but that their legal requirement for the state of Nevada for residency is 30 days, and so you can go to any RV park and pay them for the 30 days. You can stay there or not, but as long as you have paid and you have a legal address for 30 days, that makes you a legal resident of Nevada. That is their domicile code. It's their government law. What am I trying to say? Legislation. That is their legal definition. And I get that I'm not there very often, but I'm still a legal resident of that state, and we make sure that we pay to keep it legal. So I'm just over them, completely over them. Don't want to become of Louisiana because we pay some of the highest vehicle insurance rates in the country. I get that, but not only that, I'd have to drive across Texas and get into Louisiana. And I know I don't have that in me every year. Megan, were you dropped from your health insurance or your car insurance, sweetie? I'm sorry to hear that. Tennessee says you have to reside in the state in order to be a resident. Y'all, I get that. But every state, and y'all need to hear me on this, and Cheryl, even on what you just wrote, every state by federal law has to define what establishes a resident in their state. I think Texas is 6 months. I think Arizona is a year. South Dakota is what y'all are stating is true, but they have a legal terminology and term on what every state is different on how long you have to be at an address, physical address in that state to be considered a legal resident. Completely different from the things y'all are listing, and that is true, but completely different. Hi, Sybil. Good to see you. Yeah, Judith, that is true. And yes, Daryl, it has been raining and pouring a lot lately, and I'm ready for the BS to stop. But no, Melanie, it hasn't changed. I can't see exactly what your comment says yet because it's down below some emojis, but the Nevada Department of Taxation site. Yeah, no, and I don't want to get into it. I get that you can Google and find anything you want to find, but what I'm talking about is legal residency, not just to establish residency and then there's also language that they will use, which Pup Camper for Tennessee, they probably throw that kind of language in there, and for if you're going to get state aid, they can use different language, but that does not override the legal established, go through legislation and federally approved residency requirement. So no, nothing has changed on the 30-day rule. Monday, I am getting Phoenix worked on. And she still has issues, but the brakes aren't going out. The engine's not dying. Well, that's not true. She dies when she's in idle, but I'm getting a new carburetor, not cheap, a new carburetor, and I'm getting what is it? Getting looked at? Alternator. The alternator, because when she's sitting in idle, I have a plug-in in the cigarette lighter for the dashboard that I run my clip-on USB fans on to keep Bandit and I cool. And it shows a readout of the battery. And as soon as I stop, whether it's a stop sign, a red light, a construction, whatever, it will go from 14 point something and it'll start going down until she dies around 11 something or 12 something, unless I put her in neutral and keep my foot on the foot feed. And so for the other issues, I'm getting a new carburetor, and then he's going to check out the alternator for that, and complete oil and filter change. And there's a fourth thing and the grease fittings. I'm going to have the fittings greased. And anyway, so I am going to get her taken care of, and we'll either be in this area another week or so, and then or if I get to go take advantage of an opportunity that has come up, I might be hitting the road soon. Yeah, you have to have an address, Cheryl, legally in the state, and every state states a term limit a minimum term limit that you have to have that that physical legal resident address. Every state has that. It's just that every state has a different term. And so I can't look it up right now because I'm on the live stream, but Tennessee has a term, whether it's 30 days, 6 months, a year. Somebody told me that their state was 18 months, that you have to have a legal physical address to be considered a resident. Every state has a term limit on that. Oh my goodness, Robin, your AC went out on your car today. I hope that the silver lining is that we're coming up on toward the end of summer. But yes, she says, thank you, Cheryl. I hope I found a good mechanic too. It's the one from the video that found that fixed the coil in the distributor, which is what went out that made me almost go off the road when my brakes went out. So he knew what he was doing on that. And I just have to trust when you're on the road and you're not able to use your established mechanics and vendors and service providers. It can get scary. It can feel pretty iffy, but I'm going to just have faith, and she's going to be roaring down the highway after Monday. I just know it. Y'all hold that vision with me, will you? Please. I could use it. And it's all good. It's all good. And in all of this that has been happening, and I've got several friends that have been diagnosed with cancer. I've got friends whose relatives have been diagnosed with cancer, family that's been sick, and it's been a crazy, different kind of summer than we usually have, and it's been busy. And oh gosh, till November. Robin, I hear you. That's how it is in parts of Texas where I used to live. I'm so sorry. I hope you get your AC fixed soon. And yeah, Daryl, I hear you. And so I haven't written my next book yet. I've started it, but I was cranking out 3 books a year, and it looks like it may only be 2 this year. And that's if I get to settle down and get to writing. And it all depends on how Phoenix does and how this goes on Monday, and how this surprise that may happen, how that might pan out. And so anyway, we'll see. But life is good. I get to be, let me see, I'm going to, will you think that sun will hurt my laptop? You think it's okay? All right. She says she thinks it's okay. So I'm going to close this umbrella for a little bit. Oh, and do y'all say umbrella, or umbrella? It's pretty, I don't know, y'all can't tell me in text how you pronounce it, but I learned that it's pronounced differently all over the country, and I had no idea. We say umbrella, right? Said umbrella all my life, and I recently found out that in the north they say it differently, and in the southeast they say it differently, and in the Pacific Northwest they say it differently. I didn't know there were that many ways you could say umbrella. Daryl says he's calling Uncle. I hear you on that. I know there was something else I was going to share. When I was holding this up, I felt like I saw another red spot. Yep, I do. I have another. Can y'all see that? I can see it where is that? That is right there. I can see it in the laptop. But my neighbors just came home. They are, I'm going to show y'all this. I'm going to turn this and show y'all. Okay, isn't that mountain beautiful? Look at that generator. Look at that open air generator. Right there is the front of Jana's truck. That is permanently affixed to their trailer. It is the loudest generator. Open air construction generators are the loudest you can have. So if they're home, and if they're going to run that so they can have dinner and whatever they need their electricity for, I'm going to have to go in and I'll do that really quickly. But maybe they're not going to run it yet. So we'll see. Just letting y'all know if I hang up with Babs. Yeah. I just now remembered. We made 9 curtains in 4 days, and I can't wait to do that video and show you guys. I'm actually waiting until I get the mechanics part of my rig done. I don't feel like doing a tour of the new curtains and everything till I know I've got everything else lined up. And but y'all, my curtains are so beautiful, and it just made the rig. And so Babs, I don't know if you're going to see this or not. She's been having her own rig issues since she left here, but I can't thank her enough. We sat there and we used my machine, and I'd already bought all the material and everything, but with my brain injury, I can't always remember how to do the pinning. I used to sew all the time, but but she sat there with me 4 days, and we made 9 curtains. I did 3 of them, I think, by myself before she would come over. I would work on stuff that I knew I could do, and so that was fun. And I'll be doing a video on that, but I got to get all my ducks in a row first, so to speak. Oh, see, Brenda Whitlock does it umbrella. Remind me, Brenda, I know where you are. But I can't remember right now. So there's one that does it differently. And hi, Deb Long. That's okay. I'm glad you're here. Babs is a sweetheart. I've got a picture when I do the video. I've got a picture that I'll share. We were too busy sewing for me to do video clips very often, but I did get a picture of her sitting outside on using a very long board, helping me cut some curtains and everything. Yay, Bev, your new engine's going to be delivered. That's awesomeness. And I know it's a headache, but what a blessing that you could get that done. Kentucky. I get it. Kentucky. She says umbrella. And then I forget how they say it in the Northeast. It's umbrella. It's like, it's almost doesn't even sound like umbrella. Well, no, we say umbrella, like with a capital UM. Umbrella. Yeah, I'll type that. So we say it like this. And then umbrella. They don't up in upstate in New England, they don't even, it's just all run together, umbrella. And so I just thought that was interesting. I don't know. And in Connecticut, same as Brenda Whitlock. Okay, I never even knew that there would be different pronunciations of a word like that, bumbershoot. That's what they call it in the UK for sure. And if our UK friends were on here, Tan and oh my God, Tan and oh my God, I'm having such a brain burp. And they watch this. Sarah, oh my God, y'all are going to see that and y'all are going to be like, she can't even remember our names. I'm so sorry. Tan and Sarah. Sarah. Brenda's typing Sarah. Midwest, we say umbrella. Yeah, Pup Camper, I believe that. That's so awesome. All right, you guys. I know when I hang up, I'm going to be like, oh, I meant to share. Oh, I know what else I meant to share. Jana is fixing to hear this for the first time because I just saw it 30 minutes ago, setting up the live stream. Wednesday, today is Friday. Wednesday, I was supposed to get the second proof of my book, Dominion. I rejected the first paperback because it had too many errors. So I rejected that paperback, all of the edits and everything. Oh, somebody just did a big thumbs up. Who did that? That had to have been a member.
How do you do it?
I don't know. Who did that?
I didn't see it.
Oh my gosh. Do it again. was so cool.
I didn't
Whoever
see
did
'em.
that, it was a big thumbs up. Hi, come on in. They'd love to see you.
Hello.
Um,
That is a good picture.
oh, isn't that a good picture? It's not on your phone. She goes, it's a good picture on your screen.
It
It
is.
was a big bubble thumbs up, and it wiggled. Wanda says she saw it.
I didn't see it on my phone.
Oh, that is so cool. Whoever did that, please do it again. But
It's not a
okay. Love you too very much, Cheryl. Okay, squirrel. I forgot what I was talking about.
Dominion.
Dominion. Oh yeah. So Monday was the mechanic that I'm hoping to get my rig fixed.
I was fixing to say I smell pizza.
You do? Oh, because I'm using the box. We got pizza after my book signing event, and I'm using the box to prop the box to prop the laptop up on. And she's like, I smell pizza. Monday is I'm hopefully getting Phoenix fixed. I'm spending between the two mechanics that don't even get me started. That $500, another $200 to oh, y'all saw it too. How did somebody do that? Another $200 to get the coil fixed. I've already spent $700 and it didn't fix all of the problem. And I'm fixing to get ready to spend about another $1,500, $2,000, depending on how it goes. And then I'm broke. I'm out of money. And so, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get that special emoji to work, but
you don't. Let me see.
Well, I thought when we did,
you have to do. Hey, I'm on the YouTube. Come say hi. You want to say hi to my viewers? Come say hi to my viewers. This is our neighbors that I was telling you that just got home. What part of Texas are y'all from? Remind me. There he is. Dublin, Texas. That's right. Where the original Dr. Pepper was made.
Right.
Yeah. How'd y'all's day go?
Okay. We had to go to Taos yesterday to get a battery and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
And then we went to Red River today.
Oh, beautiful.
Just playing around.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Anyway,
you need to start your generator?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Can I wrap this up and I'll go in?
Sure.
He's being so kind because he knows I can't stay out when he has it running. And so he's letting us know, and that's so kind of you. So I'm going to wrap up and tell y'all what I was telling you, and then I'm going to go in. You had a bug on you. She has a bug on her.
Yeah, we're going to have to run the microwave for a few minutes.
Okay, if you'll give me just a few minutes to log off, and when you see me gone, or I'll yell at you, or she'll let you know when I'm heading home.
Okay.
And thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, guys, so let me finish up. So Monday is getting my rig fixed. And Wednesday I was supposed to get in my second version of Dominion so that I can release it in paperback. And it would have been on time to release September 1. I got an email just right when I was setting up this Friday Night Live. I got an email that Amazon refunded me my author money for that version of Dominion because they can't print it. I don't know what's going on. I just opened that email just before I logged on to do the FNL. So I'll find out about that. So y'all stay tuned about that. I'll let you know next week. And yes, our neighbor is wonderful. Just absolutely fabulous that they're willing to work with me and give me a heads up so that I can get in. And I love you guys. Thank you for being on FNL. And we will see you down the road, and wish me luck on Dominion and Phoenix and my surprise that I might have. Okay. Good night, y'all. Love ya. Bye. I got to figure out how to turn this off now. It's a new screen. It's got to be on here somewhere. There's no X.
In stream.
In stream. Bye.